Hello guys, welcome to Cafero at Simplify. We are looking at the questions which were given to us. We have team, which means everyone together, everyone achieves more. So we're given this function y equals to fx, which is equal to 10x squared plus 5x plus 1. And we know very well from the difference quotient, which is signified by this. This is the difference quotient. It is equal to the whole function, but we replace these x's with their changes, and if the x is squared, you put a square on the bracket. So we have 10, which is here up into bracket, this x with its small change, or with its change in x, then this squared up, we'll bring it here, plus this 5 you see over here, plus the x plus its small change, then plus 1. Then the function we always subtract minus the whole original function, but you have to remember to put the whole original function in brackets, because this x here is going to affect the sign here and the sign here when we open the brackets. So the whole function is always out of the change in x, and so when you multiply inside, you get exactly what you see here. This x plus plus a change in x squared is always equal to x squared plus 2 this times this plus this one also squared. Then here you just open a bracket and you have 5x plus 5. This 5 multiplies inside here, 5 change in x plus this one, then minus this whole original equation, which is here, out of the x squared. I know some of you might be confused and wondering, how do we solve that issue for a number which is having a square? I'll take you through some of the concepts later, but we can proceed. From that, we have when you open bracket, now this 10 multiplies through inside, this 10 multiplies through inside until where the bracket ends, and so we have 10x squared plus 10 times this 2 becomes 20x, this change in x, 10 times this change, we have 10, so change in x squared plus 5x, the way it is, 5x, then 5 small change in x plus 1 minus all this. Always this whole last function will die out with this, because they will always reduce. This 10x here will always cancel with this here, this 5x here will cancel with this one, this one here will cancel with this, and so that brings us to exactly here. This is what is left, and so you realize that this x will divide here and will remain with only 1, and this one will divide with this and we get exactly this 5x has divided out with this. Here we have remained with 1 when we divide, and this one has gone out with that, and so we remain with our difference quotient, which is given by this, equals to this. And this is where Mr. Bruno came in and said that when we take limits of the quotient of difference, that's when we get the dy dx, and we simplify it by this. When limit is taken as the small change tends to 0, that means the whole of this thing is tending to 0, so we have only this and this, because 20 times, because we have 10 times 0, we get 0, so we have dy dx equals to this.